Hey guys, just wanted to do a little update here. I did a video about a year ago, something like that, talking about the deck I'd built for my camper, and just wanted to provide a little update. Done a few things to it since I shot that video, or put the video together. Most of it was photos, unfortunately, but that's what I had. So you can see we added, down here along the base, we made a little temporary area right here. So what I wanted to be able to do is have the camper up against the deck. I wanted to be able to walk right out the door and walk right onto the deck without having to go up or down stairs. But I didn't want the deck to be so close to the camper that I couldn't pull it in or out if needed. It does stay here all the time, but I mean, obviously could have to take it in for service or something else. So I wanted to be able to give myself a little space. I think I've got a picture, if I can find it, I'll post it here, of what the little brackets I made are. They're temporary. The decking right here, you can see the difference between the new boards and the old boards there. Of course the rug's making a mess there, but the newer boards are all made to be removed. And you can see even here, sorry for jerking the camera around, this part of the deck is meant to come off. And if I had to, I would just take that, I would make this part the same, just make those little boards right there where the screws are, where it would cut in half and come off, and that'll give me a good maybe 2 feet or so to have between the deck and the camper. That way I could pull the camper out without having a problem. So one thing we noticed as we started using the deck, and we sit out here every morning when we're here, I mean, come fix breakfast on the Blackstone, and then we come sit right here, just so we can enjoy a good view of the lake while we're eating breakfast, and it works out great. What we noticed is when you sit in those chairs, especially you lean back and you're up against the rail. So I started thinking about the way I'd done the deck and really wasn't happy with it. For some reason, I put the boards right here on the inside, and I'm like looking now, I'm like, why did I put them on the inside? I probably should have put those on the outside. That would have given me, you got to think right here, you take away a good 1.5 inches there and move it 4 inches on the other side. You know, I mean, I'm going to save a good, I'm going to add 4 inches on each side, so I'll probably add at least 8 to 12 inches to my deck, which is huge, right? That's a big deal when you're looking at this small space. So then what I was thinking is, well, how hard would it be to redo it? So I kind of started down that process, and you can see I've already done it on a little bit of it here. It started when I added the steps and added the, I guess I had the steps, but I added the railing on the side of the steps. Excuse me. You can see that's kind of where I started, and I've started working my way down here. Excuse me. But this is as far as I've got. I just got the deck fixed to right here, but you can see this is the amount of space I'm looking at here and saving. You know, I'm going from here to here, so I'm at least a good 3 to 4 inches on the inside. Now, I even considered putting the balusters on the outside, because that would really pull out the space just a little bit more. But what I noticed is, unfortunately, if I did that right here, I would have problems when my awning went down. The awning fits perfectly right there, but if I had those balusters, I would have problems with it. So I decided not to do that. I decided to go ahead and leave them on the inside, and to be honest, I kind of like the look of them on the inside anyway. It gives it a more clean finish as if they were on the outside. Now, that being said, I mean, that's just the way it is now. We may end up making that change at some point. It's easy enough. And you can see I kind of turned some of the wood around there, and I'm getting some weird effects, but that's all right, just from the sun fade. That'll get cleaned up pretty quick, and then I'll come back out and restain all this anyway. So, or restain, I'm going to stain it. Hasn't been stained yet, but so now I'm going to go ahead and pull off these balusters and tops and the rails and redo it all just to make it match that. At least run down this the end of this piece here. Now, I did go ahead and cut me a couple of pieces of wood I'm going to put in here once I remove everything, just to get this finished out. You know, I feel like it took me a long time to get it up to this point, so I need to go ahead and get this thing finished. Anyway, watch for the update. I'll kind of show as I'm doing this so you can see what it looks like. Alright, thanks guys. Alright guys, kind of got the deck back to a finished state. I'm really not sure how much of any of the work you saw. My battery seems to have died somewhere along the way. But anyway, got it in a little bit better shape here. Let me do a quick walk around. Sorry, the golf cart's kind of in the way there. Can't get up and down very easy. But, you know, I can't tell if you can really see this through the video or not, but there appears to be significantly more space. Again, this was just a simple fix of moving the, not sure if those are runners, like a fence board runner or what, but the, I don't know, rails maybe. Anyway, moved them to the outside. It just seemed to make a significant difference. Gave me a lot more. I mean, before it really even felt crowded with the chairs sideways, like you didn't have enough room. I know, again, it probably only added a couple of inches, a few inches on each side, but still, it seems to be significant. At least, very happy with the way it turned out. Let me walk you around the outside here so you can see it. You know, and this is part of the problem. Like, I don't build decks for a living. This is my second deck I've ever built. Built one at a previous house, and you know, you kind of know the process, but you don't know how it's going to work out until you do it. Sorry for the shakiness. I'm filming this on my iPhone versus the camera since my battery's dead now. But anyway, that's kind of what I'm looking at. I got a few more cuts than I wanted. Some of the boards should go the full length, but I had to cut them down to make it work. But overall, I'm very happy with it. You know, I guess the next project's going to be coming back and trying to stain it and get it all fixed up. Kind of jealous. My neighbors over here have a covered deck. They just got installed and got it stained. But anyway, I'm sure they paid a pretty penny. They didn't do it. They paid someone to do it. So yeah, I'm always happy to do my own stuff where I can. So anyway, I'd love to hear any comments you guys have. Any suggestions for things I need to do or do different. I'd love to hear it. Thanks.